So what is going on, guys? CG here today and welcome back to the channel. Now if you rack your minds back to last week, you guys remember I did a video called 5 games you should be getting this year, and I mentioned that there was going to be a part 2, a follow-up to that video, and well, this is that video. This is another Top 5 Friday on Saturday. I know it's all over the place. I'll sort it out, I promise. But without any further ado, let's just get into 5 more games that you guys should 100% be looking at getting this year. So coming in 5th on our list in the final spot is a game that has been highly and hotly anticipated for a very, very long time. And that game is Anthem. Now Anthem looks a lot like Destiny. It looks like that loot-based grindy game. Well, at least that's what we've seen so far. It has this element of RPG and story to it that we've seen a little bit more of. But at its core, it's meant to be something, I think at least, that rivals Destiny. It's been very highly anticipated because of, you know, the underwhelming success of Destiny in some cases. Destiny 2 was good when it first launched, but the content has been a bit average, shall we say, and Anthem is the kind of game that rivals that, and I think that it won't be as good as The Division, if you ask me. I don't think it will be as good as The Division 2 from a loot-based sort of grindy game perspective, but I think it will definitely be able to rival Destiny. I think as that science fiction kind of spacey loot-based game, I think it will definitely rival Destiny, and you know, I do kind of want to get it, but I'm not in a big rush to get it. It looks fantastic, don't get me wrong, but this is exactly why it's at the bottom of my list. It's at the bottom of the things to get for me 100%, and that is exactly why it just comes in at 5th on our list. Now coming in at the 4th spot is a game that I have been very excited for a long time, but has been delayed multiple times due to development issues and just making sure that the game is right, and that game is Days Gone. Now like I said, it has been delayed twice. You've seen a lot of trailers recently and the release date of April 26th, so it looks like it's going to be, you know, this really, all of a sudden it's going to just come out of nowhere. The delays are just completely written off and it's going to be coming. It's on its way. Whether it gets delayed again to the summer or delayed again to the end of the year, I really don't know. But we've been seeing a lot of like the developer notes and stuff coming out, all these videos explain how the open world works, how the combat works, how the weather systems, enemies, AIs, all that kind of good stuff, how they work, and I really like that they're starting to showcase the game a little bit more. But before all this stuff came out, it was very scarce. It was there was nothing coming out. Days Gone was just this game that was coming that we'd seen a couple of gameplay trailers for, and that was pretty much about it. I've always said that this game has massive, massive potential, an open world zombie game, but it's got that kind of like World War Z-esque kind of horde element to it with like the hive mind AI. I really, really like the sound of that, how all these zombies can like horde around you in massive, massive groups, because there's a lot of zombie games where no matter how big the group of zombies gets, you can always fight your way out, and I feel like there needs to be a game that is more realistic, that if you get surrounded by a ginormous horde, you are essentially screwed. Like, there is no way out. You really have to try and get lucky, and I really, really do think that Days Gone is going to be that game. Hopefully it does hit shelves this year. At the moment it's April 26th, but I'm not getting my hopes up because it's already been delayed a couple of times, but hopefully we'll see Days Gone come very, very soon, and that is why it comes on 4th on our list. Now, a big, big shout out to Spartan for putting this on the comments of my last video. I struggled to think of a 5th game that was actually really, really good that went below Anthem, and I couldn't think of one. I ended up going with Rage 2 because it looks really, really good. But thank you, Spartan, because you've come out with a game that I completely forgot about and it looks incredible. And this is why it comes in at 3rd on our list, and it is Outer Worlds. Now this is the next big game by Obsidian Games, and in the trailer you can see that it says from the original creators of Fallout and the guys that made Fallout New Vegas. Now New Vegas is widely regarded to be one of the better Fallouts, probably the second best to Fallout 3, and the original creators of Fallout are the ones that are doing this game with Obsidian Games. And it just looks amazing. It looks like it's got this sort of post-apocalyptic, junkyardy, wasteland aesthetic, but it's kind of got it in space, and it's got that No Man's Sky element. From what we've seen, you can fly in and out of atmospheres on planets, and you can jump from planet to planet to planet. I really don't know how true this is, or how, you know, well it's going to work, because No Man's Sky was obviously a big promise, and we all got burnt there. But Outer Worlds and Obsidian Games, they've never really, you know, let people down. New Vegas was always fantastic. There was a few things about it that I personally didn't like. But I think if they take that Fallout aesthetic and model and style and can stick it into a open world, you know, space game with sort of like your own ships, your own crew, a really fun storyline and missions with a rich kind of depth to other outside story missions, I really think this could be a science fiction game that is remembered for the ages. I think Outer Worlds has massive potential, and that is exactly why it comes in at third on our list. Now, coming runner-up in this video is a game that we know literally nothing about, and the only reason it is on this list is because it's Hideo Kojima's next game, and it is Death Stranding. Now, I can't exactly sit here and waffle on for 2 minutes about how, you know, Death Stranding looks amazing. From what we've seen so far, we know there's some big names involved. Norman Reedus, or most of you may know him from Daryl from The Walking Dead. Léa Seydoux, who is a very good actress. Troy Baker, who is one of the most, you know, underappreciated, but, you know, actors in gaming, but he's literally everywhere you turn. He's in Batman. He's been the Joker, he's been Jason Todd, and he's been Batman. You know, he's been all three of them characters. He was Joel from The Last of Us. He was Delsin from Second Son. He has done so many fantastic roles, and this is just another one to add to the list. It's Hideo Kojima's next game, and it's going to be absolutely massive. I really don't know what else to say. We've seen a few trailers. We've seen a few little snippets of gameplay. All we know is that it looks so weird. There's a lot of, you know, babies in jars and weird like tentacle oil monsters, and it just looks really freaky. It looks really spooky, and it looks really enticing. It looks really interesting but grotesque. I love the look of Death Stranding. I think it looks amazing. I think Hideo Kojima is not going to let us down, because he is one of the most respected and appreciated men in the industry. So I really think that his next game, Death Stranding, is going to be something to look out for, and that is exactly why it comes in at second on our list. But taking the top spot today, we have the next game from the Witcher 3 developers. Yes, that is right, CD Projekt Red's next game, which is Cyberpunk 2077. Now, CD Projekt Red, I love CD Projekt Red. I love Gwent, I love The Witcher, and that's pretty much it. I don't really know what they've done before that, because there's a few things that they have done, but their biggest thing is The Witcher. The Witcher 3, I adore. I absolutely cherish that game. I've played it multiple times, and each time had different outcomes and different paths, different stories, different characters, because it's such a huge and rich open world. And that was made a fairly long time ago. That was like, what, 4 years ago now? Now imagine a game that has been worked on for 6 years. As I was downloading the trailers to put over my voiceovers and stuff, I came across the original teaser trailer, and it's 6 years old. Now this game has been in development for a long time. Imagine how rich and how deep and how incredible the open world is going to feel, how natural it's going to feel. It's not going to feel fabricated or synthetic. It's going to feel like a genuine open world, because CD Projekt Red always managed to do that. I think following The Witcher is a big task, and I think CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the exact game that they need to follow The Witcher. You've got the medieval magic and monsters, and then you suddenly jump forward to future flying cars, robots, and laser guns. It's such an amazing contrast, and I think it's really going to, you know, just take off. I think it's going to be a massive game. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to just absolutely take the industry by storm, and I love the aesthetic. I love the, excuse my pun, the cyberpunk element of it. I love the whole you know, the whole like MTV kind of 90s punks from like, you know, the kind of shit you would see in like the Stranger Things franchise, you know, in like episode 7 where Elle goes to Chicago and there's all them punks. It's like that, but with robots and the cybernetic systems, and it just looks absolutely insane. I just love the look of this game. I don't know how anyone could dislike the look of this game, and that is exactly why it comes in at our top spot and number 1 on our list. But there you have it, guys. That is 5 more games you should be getting this year. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, remember to smash thumbs up button just down below and subscribe if you are new around here for weekly top 5 videos just like this one. I've got some pretty cool stuff, pretty cool ideas for top 5s coming in the near future. But like I said, if you did enjoy this video, remember to smash thumbs up, subscribe down below. I've been your boy CG. This has been 5 more games you should be getting in 2019. And that is me signing off for the day. And I'll see you guys soon with a brand spanking new video. Goodbye.